Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, I bring you a tale from that shadowy realm, nestled between reality and the unknown. A story of eerie whispers, unsettling glances, and a child who was far more than he seemed. They call him the unpleasant child. In a quiet little town, rather too ordinary for comfort, there lived a boy named Samuel. To the casual observer, Samuel was just another child, small, unassuming, with wide, curious eyes. But the townsfolk quickly learned that something about him felt off. It wasn't his look, nor his odd habits, but the atmosphere that seemed to cling to him like a second skin. Where Samuel went, people felt an inexplicable chill, as if unseen eyes watched from the shadow. Children avoided him at school, not because he bullied or teased, but because when Samuel smiled, it never quite reached his eyes. Adults whispered stories that flickered like candlelight in harsh corners, strange noises in the house where he lived, objects moving by themselves, a sense of dread that sank into the bones of anyone who stepped inside. But the most unsettling part wasn't the strange events surrounding Samuel, it was Samuel himself. He spoke in riddles, cryptic phrases that suggested knowledge far beyond his years. His words carried a weight that unsettled even the most skeptical. One night, a neighbor claimed she heard Samuel whispering to the dog, as though coaxing something unseen to come closer. And then came the disappearance. Little Emily, the bright idol next door, vanished without a trace. On the very night she dared to knock on Samuel's door, the whole town searched frantically, but found nothing. No footprints, no cries, no sign of struggle, only a faint, cold breeze seemed to linger where Emily had last been seen. The police questioned Samuel. He smiled as that same unsettling smile and said simply, "She went to the in-between." No one knew what he meant, but the words clung to their minds like a shadow that refused to fade. Days turned to weeks, and strange things escalated. Neighbors reported fleeting glimpses of Emily's pale face in windows. But when they looked closer, she vanished like a wisp of smoke. Lights flickered ominously in the dead of night, and a subtle darkness seemed to pull around the boy's home. It became clear that Samuel was no ordinary child. He was a bridge, a vessel between worlds, between our world and the in-between. A twilight realm where lost souls wandered and whispered secrets no living mind was meant to know. In desperation, the town's elders sought to confront Samuel, to sever the link before more children were claimed by their shadowed space. But when they arrived at his house, empty and cold, they found only a note scrawled in a child's trembling hand. "Don't look for me where I was, but where I'm going, because the unpleasant child doesn't leave. He only carries you with him." To this day, locals claim that on certain nights, when the wind is just right, you can hear the laughter of children, soft but tinged with a sorrow that chills the soul. And sometimes, just sometimes, a new child appears in the town, unfamiliar yet oddly knowing, with the same unsettling smile and eyes that have seen too much. So remember this next time you find yourself near the shadows where the world blurs. The in-between is closer than you think. And the unpleasant child, he's always watching, waiting to carry you home. Good night.